Well, you might be thinking, well, what the hell happened to my car? What the hell happened to my pride and joy? Whatever happened? This is my home, and now look at it. What happened? Hi y'all, how's it going? This is Gabian. I'm living in my car. You might want to know, why is my car on a trailer? And why does it look like it's all torn up and beat up? Well, I got a surprise for you. I got a big old story I'm going to tell you, and so come along and I'll tell you all about this car and what happened to it. So, all right, let's do it. All right, folks. Well, if you haven't figured it out yet, this is not the 1997 Cabrio that you all know and love. That's my home. Now, what this is a 2002 Cabrio Volkswagen. So you might think to yourself, well, Gabian, what are you doing with two damn cars that are the goddamn same? Well, this one, let me tell you a story actually. I was driving down, I was getting groceries, and I was driving down the road, and I had a full trunk of groceries, and I was a little irritated, and this guy starts honking at me. He's all like, honk, honk. He's like, hey. And I see this man, he's all looking, he's like, get over, get over. And so I pull over, and I was like, what's going on? Why is he over here? He's pulling me over. It's just a regular guy in a truck, by the way. It's not a cop or anything, it's the guy in the truck. So he comes over, he's pulling me over. He gets out of his truck and he comes up and he looks at me and he goes, "You're not my wife." And I look at him and I said, "No, sir, I don't think I am." And he said, "Well, I only know one person that drives a car like that, and that's my wife. And she's got a 2002 Cabrio, and the engine blew up on her. And I was wondering, how the hell is my wife out here driving around town like nothing?" It's like, but so that's why I pulled you over. I thought you were my wife, and so if you're not my wife, I got a proposition for you. And I said, "Oh yeah, what's that?" And he said, "Well, you know that 2002 Cabrio I was talking about with the engine that's all messed up? Well, I was gonna take it over to the junkyard, and I was gonna junk it, and I was gonna get about $300 for it, but if you give me $300, I'll go ahead and I'll let you have it, and then you can have it and you can do what you want with it." And so I thought that was pretty great, because now the 2002 Cabrio is compatible with the 1997 Cabrio, even though that they're 5 years apart. Now there's some things on it that aren't going to be compatible, but most of the parts are going to be compatible with the 2002 to the 1997. So what I did was I went ahead and I said, you know what? That sounds like a pretty good deal. Let me get your phone number, and then we all set it up. I borrowed a trailer from Uncle Ken and went down there, borrowed his truck, and I picked it up. And then here we are. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna piece her out. And what that means, I'm gonna take little parts off of her and stuff that I can't find anywhere else because she is so old. And I'm gonna save them, and I'm gonna use them if I ever need to use them on my car when it breaks down. So that's the deal, and that's the story. So we're gonna be breaking this car down. We're gonna be taking her parts apart, and we're gonna be using them on my 1997 Cabrio. So it's gonna be a really great thing. I'm looking forward to doing that with you. So let me show you around this car, and let's see what we got here, all right? Let's see what we're working with. All right, so you might be thinking to yourself, well, Gabian, what the hell do you know about Volkswagens and repairs and Cabrios and all this junk? And you know what? I got this book, and I was telling you about this book. I forgot to take a picture of it, give it to Topher so he could put on here, but this is a book. It's a VW Golf and Jetta, and it's a Haynes repair manual. See, it says 1993 through 1998, and it also includes Cabrio, which is what I got. I got a Cabrio, and this covers a 1995 through a 2002. So this is the book that we're gonna need. It's got little pictures and diagrams and stuff, and how to take your car apart. And so this one's a good little book, and it's gonna help me. It's gonna tell me all the tools that I need for certain parts. It'll tell me how to do certain things. So me and this book here, we're gonna take this car apart, and we're gonna save all the things that I need for it. Let me show you over here. This here's the inside of it. Let me get up here. This here's the inside of it. She's seen better days, but dude, she's got the radio, steering wheel, got the back. So she's still got some good stuff in here. I could take the chairs out if I wanted. I could save the chairs, but I don't know if I want the chairs. My chairs are pretty good. But let's take you over here. This is the engine. I got her opened up for you. And here's what we're gonna work with. The engine here on this Cabrio. So we got the engine here. The engine's it's all messed up, but I could get it fixed if I wanted a new engine. We got all these wires and all this stuff. All these things they're parts that can go in my car too. So it's important, like this might be hard to find. This little piece right here might be hard to find in a junkyard or online or something like that. So it's good to have all this stuff that I can work with, and I can take it apart and I can use it in my car. Most of it. There's going to be some things that I cannot do, but here it is. If you like cars, this is what I'm working with. And there's some newer parts in there, the guy said. He said he just fixed it all up for his wife, and then the engine went kaput. So so he sold it to me, $300. Got the little battery here. That's a cool little cover there. I might take that cover. Nice little battery. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna be doing the next month or so. I guess I'm gonna be breaking this apart. And they got new tires. Brand new tires, he told me. So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice fixing her up and everything. So I'll be taking you with me, and we're gonna be doing some of that stuff. And so I got a lot of work on my hands. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta get some work done on the property, and I'm gonna come back and I'll talk to you more about the car while we have our sandwich. And it'll be a little bit of a shorter video. I got a little busy day today. But we're still gonna have a good day. I'm gonna still show you around. I'm real excited about this car. This car is a game changer, you know? All right, hey guys. Boy, what a exhausting day today. We had to harvest, and if you know anything about harvesting, oh my God. It took all day long. We're gonna harvest all that. We had to harvest one big old room, but man, that's a lot. If you know anything about harvesting marijuana, especially. Now marijuana is a little bit different because you got to cure it. So we had to cut all these plants down, and you got to take the big old leaves off of them, and then you got to hang them up, you know, from the ceiling upside down in this room that keeps it all the humidity and the temperature and everything the way it's supposed to be. So we did that. We took down a whole room. Must have been like 50 pounds of weed in there. So that should be fun to cut up whenever it gets all dried and stuff. But anyway, I'm talking shop here, and really it's time for a sandwich. So we got another cold one today. This is a good sandwich when it's hot. This should be the last week where it's super hot outside. So I'm excited about that. All right, we got this cold sandwich here. I like them cold sandwiches on these hot days. And this one we hadn't made yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you how to make it. Let's start by first, I'm gonna just give it away right here. Spam, that's right. We're gonna do a Spam sandwich. Now I like Spam sandwiches. I like potted meat. It just tastes really good. And it comes out cold, and you can eat it cold. It's already cooked, so alright, gotta get that out of there. It's getting there. I can feel it. I can feel it. Alright. Anyway, do this way. Whoa, yes. So we got our Spam there. It's all gone, see? Man, Spam is pretty good. it makes a pretty good sandwich too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it long ways, that way it'll fit on the sandwich better, okay? And I'm gonna get a good thick slice here. Good thick slice, and it doesn't have to be all even, but you want to try to be as even as possible. There we go, that's a good thick slice there. I'm gonna cut another one just in case I want 2 sandwiches today. It's been a hard day today. Luckily a lot of it's been inside and they got a lot of temperature control in there, so that's good. But boy is it hot. Alright, now that we did that, I went ahead and I tried whole wheat bread today. It's a little different, but I thought I'd switch it up. And I got this Nature's Own whole wheat bread. It's 100% whole wheat. We're gonna get a couple slices out of here. I've been excited about that car that I was showing you today. It's for the birds. And I've been thinking about that car. Been wanting to get into it. Been wanting to get some tools and loosen some bolts and screws and take some parts. But it's something that you're going to need to do pretty strategically. You want to label it all so you make sure you know what screws goes with what parts and all that. So I've been trying to brainstorm. I had some ideas in my head about how to categorize it. Alright, this is that cheese. Remember this cheese now. I told you in the other video, you want to make sure you pull it both corners out so they stick out like that, because once you reach in there, you don't want it to tear. And that's a perfect slice of cheese right there. Perfect slice of cheese. We're going to put this on one side, just like that. So we got one cheese there. I'm going to take my Spam, put it right on top of that cheese. And then I'm going to do another slice of cheese. Now you're probably thinking, Gabian, why aren't you putting any dressing on that sandwich? Why aren't you putting any mayonnaise? Why don't you put any mustard? Got the corners there, see? You're going to do that corner right. Take it, you peel it. See? That's a perfect slice of cheese right there. You don't have to, it's not torn up or anything. Perfect slice. And you're probably thinking, ooh. Alright, so we put this on here. There we go. You're probably thinking about those condiments, and you can put condiments on here if you want, but in my opinion, this sandwich, the Spam is moist enough and it makes for a moist sandwich, and you don't need that dressing because it's just gonna put saltiness to it when it doesn't need the saltiness, because the Spam is already salty. And this is a cold sandwich. Don't have to heat it up or anything, so here we go. Man, it's been a hot day. I really deserve this. I earned this sandwich. Yep. That's a good sandwich right there. That's a good Spam sandwich. Mmm. So about this car. This car is fine and everything, but I was really lucky to find that guy to stop me and tell me about his car that his wife has, because I've been looking for different parts for this car and they are really hard to find for a 1997 Cabrio. It's really hard to find some parts because you know, that's about 22 years ago, so 23 years ago, 20, holy shit, that's 27 years ago, so that's a 27-year car. It's hard to find, it's hard to keep parts for that long so you can find them later, but some people got them. You know, they stashed them and they still got them from older cars and stuff, just like what I got. So I was thinking I was going to get these bins in these plastic bags, and I'll take parts off of the cars, the wires and the screws and the clamps. I'll put them all in that bag and I'll label them with what part it is. And that book will tell me what part it is, so I can look it up and I can say, hey, this is this kind of part. hey, this is this kind of part. And I'll take all those pieces and I'll put them all collectively in these big totes. And then I'll just scrap the rest. I don't need the entire car, and some parts don't even fit. So I'm just gonna scrap the rest. I'm gonna take a bite. I found this guy in town that works on Volkswagen solely. And he has a bunch of Volkswagens in his backyard, so I think I'm gonna maybe try to ask him if he wants a car. Because I know a lot of people out there, they're gonna need parts from a 2002 Cabrio, you know? So, I know what I had to struggle with, and I don't want other people to struggle with that. So I'm gonna help him out and you know, see if I can save some parts for him, you know? Save the landfill too. You don't want all this stuff in the landfill. People can use it. Hell, give it to them. You're not doing anything with it. I bought that car for $300 and I'll probably get about, you know, $1,200 off of parts alone. Just getting all the parts off of it, and that's at least. I mean, I'm not talking about different things like the alternator and things like that. I'm talking about just little pieces, original pieces to the Volkswagen. So, well, anyway, today's the last day of the 100+ degree weather, and I think starting tomorrow, it'll be in the 90s. I'm sure we'll see some other 100-degree weather because it's just going to be September coming up, and it doesn't start cooling off till October, so around here anyway. So it'll be some relief anyway, and that'll be good. And hopefully I can't wait till fall we get some of these warm videos, or these fall videos where you stay warm and stuff instead of trying to keep cool. I'm kind of getting tired of staying cool, you know? Well, anyway, I'm kind of rambling now. Had a busy day, good day, productive day. Made a little bit of money. When I work with that weed, Uncle Kenny will pay me a little bit of money, so that's good. So things are all looking up here. Got that car to help fix this car. Man, that's gonna make life a bunch easier for me. So anyway, I hope you like this video. I know it's a little bit of a short one, not a lot to do because I got this car going. I got real busy on the farm. So, but like and subscribe and follow for more content, and I'll be here giving it. I mean, I'm gonna just live in this car giving it. So you better subscribe and start following it. All right, y'all. Well, this is Gabian. I'm gonna see you on the road, and I'll let you guys go, and y'all take care now. All right, bye.